So run away from your heart. Gave this music my all. Nothing is sacred no more. I'm wrong. I'm promising you better though. Your friends saying let them go. And we ain't getting any younger. I can give them now, but I can promise you forever though. That's right.
You got it. It don't belong to anyone but you. Hey, if that's a question of my love, you got it. Baby, don't worry, I got plans for you. Yeah, baby, I've been making plans. Oh, love, baby, I've been making plans for you. Baby, I've been making plans.
We really should have a rule.
Baby,
really
I've
should
been
have a
making
rule.
plans for
Really should have a rule.
Yeah.
You have a new love. I'll admit it. Let me be hypothetical. If the day I find a woman, I'd probably be scared to share it. The idea of me finding love would run somebody off. And true, my wall could use some plaques, but still I got a flaws. Brush you off. Yeah, I'm kinda lost. Now I'm up in the club with a couple of move-ons. Sipping dark, good troubled heart. Went from falling in love to drunk and falling apart. This is hard. Trying to find some time to move on. So when we lost our baby, I got shady, she got too dark. Sorry. And I thank you, baby, you strong. My ex before you married to you solo, I say so long. Nah, good terms, how that ended. But it surely put a dent on how I worry about this business. Off-white picket fences, on flights with the children, on site stealing kisses, on off nights my intentions. But I plan to do it better though. But you still saying let it go. We ain't getting any younger. Women love me now, but in your eyes you forever though.
Heart, baby, wow. You got it. It don't belong to anyone but you. Hey, if that's a question of my love, you got it. Baby, don't worry, I got plans for you. Yeah, baby, I've been making plans. Oh, baby, baby, I've been making plans for you.
And welcome back to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Strong, coming to you live from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, land of Hershey. It is awesome out here at 11:23 a.m., 8:23 out on the West Coast here. So we are going to talk about some NFL. Obviously, July 4th, it's a fun time. Don't get me wrong. Fireworks, beer, America. It's great. But some players just don't know how to be responsible. And that's unfortunate, because when you make a really good money based off your athleticism, that's a privilege. I mean, very few people get to that level, and the fact that realistically you're not smart enough to take care of yourself, that's honestly, it's one of those things where it's not I'm mad, I'm disappointed kind of things, you know. Because honestly, do you know how, honestly, many people would really like to be in that scenario where, hey, I make millions of dollars working out and being a beast athletically. That'd be fantastic. So, Jason Pierre-Paul, that's been obviously the biggest story in the past week. So right now, he has a 1-year, $14 million tender right now, but he's not going to sign it until he's healthy. And again, according to ESPN sources, that he's unlikely until he's confident that he can pass the team's physical. So, and on Wednesday, he had his right index finger amputated as a result of a 4th of July fireworks incident. It's ridiculous, if you ask me. You know, another NFL player did the same. But the fact when you have to get a finger amputated, and he's a defensive end, I'm pretty sure you need fingers to play that position. Again, I've watched football for a little while. I would like to believe that you need that. So, it's interesting for me to see, again, with the New York Giants, they're a team that's on the decline. A lot of issues. To get me wrong, Eli Manning, fantastic, but he could be inconsistent. Their defense, highly questionable. The only highlight is, of course, Odell Beckham. So, again, for me, it's just terrible. I mean, and NFL training camp, I'm excited. Hey, training camp starts up in a couple weeks. So, Tom, what do you got on NFL?
Well, first off, going back to the Jason Pierre-Paul thing, with the money that the NFL is making, I would think that at some point they would hire personnel to stand behind the NFL player and whack him on the head when he does something stupid. Because apparently in 2014, there has been some really stupid stuff that has happened, especially with aggravated assault. Just NFL players think that they're the most powerful, godlike players on the earth, and that they can do whatever they want with the money that they have, and that nothing's going to happen to them. Jason Pierre-Paul thought he could hold a firework or something like that in his hand. Had to amputate his finger. It's just NFL players just need to realize what they have, what has been gifted to them, and just utilize that to better the community and not act like children. That's my thoughts on that. But other than that, NFL this year, I think it's going to be very promising. Some very big things that have happened. Demaryius Thomas is looking to see if he can is hoping to get the best wide receiver contract in the NFL right now. Will they do it? It's going to come down to Sam is shaking his head. No, it's probably not going to happen.
I mean, honestly, look, Demaryius Thomas is the best receiver on the team, but let's also be realistic here. Peyton Manning's throwing to him. So, he made Brandon Stokely look good, okay? So, I'm not saying that Demaryius Thomas is that. He's obviously much better. But you're not going to pay him a ton of money to kill the cap and then not be able to pay your other really good players if you're going to try to win a Super Bowl. If you're trying to win a championship, that's what you got to spend your money wisely. And so I'm sure they can get another really good receiver, or at least someone less talented, but still can be just as productive. And then Ray McDonald, that's been another big story. I think they have finally charged him with domestic violence. So it should be pretty interesting how that turns out. Nowadays, that's a big topic, and especially with one of the Florida State quarterbacks that just got, I believe he just got kicked off the team for that. So it's interesting to see how much more of an issue something can be sent out via Twitter, via Facebook in an instant. You have to be a lot more careful. Obviously, players should have been careful to begin with, but the fact that now cell phones are essentially just a tool to get you in trouble at this point, more so than can help you, be smart. That's the only thing I have to say, realistically. Again, for NFL players, they have a gift, and as I just mentioned, they have a gift where maybe for a couple years, maybe 5 to 10 years, if they're lucky, they get to make millions of dollars doing a game, playing a game. That's it, playing a game. And they should be able to make as much money as you want. It's unfortunate that those contracts aren't guaranteed, like the NBA and like Major League Baseball. They should be guaranteed. But if they're not, be smart. Because they're not, just be smart, make good decisions. Because if you're not, again, Ray McDonald is talented. He was on a San Francisco 49ers defense that was one of the best in the league for a couple of years. And then he just signed with the Chicago Bears this offseason and then just got kicked off the team just not even a couple months later. It's insane to me to think that. It's absolutely insane. So for me, that's just my thoughts on Ray McDonald. What do you got?
Oh, that's just one of the big cases that happened in 2014. The other ones were Ray Rice, Adrian Peterson. And then there was also The big one, defensive end Greg Hardy from the South Carolina Panthers. His suspension was for 10 games, but the NFL said they were going to drop it to 4. The domestic violence clause that they just put in was that they would mandate a minimum 6-game suspension for violations involving assault, battery, domestic violence, dating violence, child abuse, other forms of family violence, or sexual assault. The fact that they lowered it 6 games to 4 is it's unbelievable to me. Greg Hardy should be at least sitting 8 games, I feel, just so that the NFL is bend a little bit. Like if they get into aggravated assault at a club, it's unbelievable for me.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, I thought the same thing. For me, Greg Hardy, and luckily for him, it wasn't on tape because let's be honest, if it was on tape as well, he would be gone and he would just be an afterthought, similar to Ray Rice. Um, so the fact that did get reduced is somewhat alarming, and again, it's a bad move on the NFL. I think Roger Goodell, over the course of his tenure as commissioner, has made some good decisions and he's made some bad ones. That's obviously expected. But when you come to this, let's be realistic. If you want to really make a statement, you need to make a stand and say, "Hey, I'm gonna make a point right now, and this is where I stand on it. I'm gonna set the bar high, make the standards at least better for the NFL. I mean, if you do care about this issue, because what's funny to me is because I got to see some of the ads that were on there. For me, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was BS. I thought those ads were baloney. We don't need to watch that. Okay, the NFL needs to watch that. You take your own time, watch it. Again, domestic violence is a big issue, but the NFL needs to watch it. We're okay. All right. So they need to watch it, and the fact that they did produce this sentence is ridiculous. I think he should have gotten 8 games. I think he should have maybe gotten a season. Um, Again, if you really care about domestic violence, if you really think this is a big issue, then suspend him for a year. I mean, that will show players, hey, if I do this, then I'll be gone for a season. And then second time should be lifetime ban. I mean, if you again try to clean up the league, it'd be nice. It'd be great. Tom, what do you got?
Well, going away from this subject, I got some awesome statistics actually. Top 5, well, 2 of them are top 5, tied for 5, are the best stadiums to win it. Because apparently, back in the 90s, Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs had one of the loudest and best stadiums. So that got like the crowd rowdy, rambunctious, and the teams won. The past 2 years for Seattle, CenturyLink, they've pretty much been the home field advantage because of their decibel level. They destroyed the record by having 144 decibels. The previous record was 137. That's pretty much ear-shattering noise. It's pretty impressive. The top 5 were Mercedes-Benz Superdome for the New Orleans Saints, and tied for that was Arrowhead Stadium. So they've gone down just a little bit, but that's okay. Lambeau Field, hometown, not really, but I wish it was. They're number 4. Number 3 was Sports Authority Field at Mile High, Denver Broncos. I guess sound carries up a mile high. Second is Gillette Stadium, New England Patriots, but I guess that noise has been canceled a little bit due to Deflategate, so we'll see what happens next year. And number 1 is CenturyLink Field, like I said, pretty much the noisiest stadium in America right now, so congrats to Seattle. Going to my picks for next year for the NFL. Green Bay has a very good chance of making the Super Bowl. I'm not just saying that because I'm biased about that, but just the additions and the defensive woes that they had previous years. I see a huge change and a huge fluctuation, so that the defensive woes are now gone, and I believe that they will be the team to beat next season. The New England Patriots